I'm the chairman of the Univocal Legislative Minority Advisory Commission. So I'm here today to speak more than anything as the chairman of the Univocal Commission, but also as an advocate for communities of color across the state. And this is an issue that has dragged all of our communities down. Primarily in my capacity, I work on legislative issues around criminal justice reform, policing, but the reason this is so important is that we cannot deny the long-standing connection between school suspensions and the juvenile justice system and then the adult prison system as well. The racial disparities that take place within school suspensions play out directly in our juvenile justice system and in our adult prison system. And we often focus our reform efforts on reforming the prison system as it exists, or policing arrest rates, conviction rates, but we have allowed a shadow justice system to take place within our schools. We've built a culture of suspensions that is based on some of these same biases, the same sense of prejudice, and it's taken hold within our school system, and those disparities play out and affect specifically kids of color for a lifetime. Black students, as Hillary mentioned, are suspended at rates over twice as high as would be statistically expected based on their population. Hispanic students over 1.5 times. And nonviolent offenses were accounted for over 60% of school suspension statewide. Disorderly conduct, insubordination accounting for just over 52%. Hispanic, Black, and Native American students were suspended at their highest rates in a decade. And when these suspensions carry the weight of effect on an entire person's lifetime, as far as participation in the juvenile justice system, later on in the adult criminal justice system, and those participations have effect on employment ability, on education, on housing, on in other states in voting rights, all of those issues come into play. And so for us, it's incredibly important that we begin to affect this issue in the root. We've got a national sea change going on. We've got the conversation on a national level around policing, around criminal justice, beginning to shift. And what we need to make sure is that we focus not just on folks who have already ended up in the criminal justice system, but that we begin to affect the conversation on folks who haven't yet fallen into that. And the suspensions play a key role in that. So it's my hope that this report that the ACLU has provided can act as a tool for legislators, for advocates, and most importantly for community organizers who are doing the day-to-day work on the ground and making sure that we can have a sense of justice and dignity for our young folks.